Hello again, FA Nation. Justin Fensterman here, and let's talk about our fantasy baseball teams. And let's talk market value for some of our players. It is time for another fantasy baseball stock watch report here on fantasyalarm.com. I got some players who are trending up and others who are trending down when it comes to their fantasy baseball production potential. Let's talk market value. Let's get right down to the pit and talk some players. Here's some players that we're focusing on for this week. First, some players trending up. Let's start with Adam Duvall. After hitting just 190 when May ended, Duvall has started heating up in June, hitting the ball in 7 of 11 games for the month. He's hit 5 of his 7 home runs this month and has posted RBIs in 4 of his last 6 games. He's currently hitting .209 at the dish and has hit 3 long balls in his last 2 outings. His hard hit rate being higher than his career average at 43% is very encouraging, and his walk rate is up from last season as well. After Duvall and the Braves are done with their series against the Nationals, they go to Chicago to face the Cubs, who have given up nearly 300 runs thus far. Another player trending up, Tanner Scott. Saves aren't easy to find on the waiver wire, and with the Marlins still hanging around in the NL East and Anthony Bender still hurt, there's no reason why the Marlins should have to go back to Bender if Scott continues to throw the ball as well as he has in June. Scott has posted 2 wins and 3 saves alone in 5 appearances this month. He didn't give up a single earned run during that time. Scott struck out multiple batters in 4 of his last 5 contests. He hasn't walked a single batter since May 21st. After spending the last few seasons in Baltimore, Scott has started off nicely for his new team, and we've seen his whip drop from last season, strikeout rate rise, and he hasn't blown a save opportunity yet. Scott's strikeout rate is over 35%. Also trending up, how about another Tanner Houck from the Red Sox. The Sox bullpen has been a mess all season, as they haven't been able to find reliable relief, but Houck has been a reliable utility option for Boston as they've figured things out in the last month. The Red Sox are over 500 and they've won 8 of their last 10 games. We've seen Houck be used more as a late-inning reliever lately, and he converted on 2 save opportunities against the Mariners recently. Houck could find himself hurling in the 9th more often, as he hasn't allowed an earned run in about a month. He's lowered his earned run average from 5.4 on May 15th to 3.38. He's recorded strikeouts in 7 of his last 8 contests, and he's walked just 1 batter in his last 6 contests. He's also not allowing as many extra base hits as he did last season. Now for some players trending down, let's start with Justin Turner. In 15-team leagues, Turner was being drafted as a 9th, 10th round pick, and it seems like it's been 9 or 10 years since he's hit a home run, but in reality it's been nearly a month since he sent one to the seats. Turner hit 27 home runs last season, and he accomplished that in 2 other seasons as well, and he's hit just 4 homers in just 2 months of gameplay. He's actually hit in just 2 runs in his last 20 games. And his batting average sits at .213, despite being a career .287 hitter. His strikeout rate is up, and walk rate, hard hit rate, and exit velocity are all down. After being an all-star last year, it's certainly been a struggle this season for Turner so far. Also trending down is Ian Anderson. Anderson is already on pace to walk more batters than he did last season. The Braves are hitting a ton better than they did in the first month of the season, but Anderson has surrendered 4 or more earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. His strikeouts have been all over the place, as he struck out more than 5 batters in just 1 of his last 4 battles. We've seen Anderson struggle against teams like the Nationals and Rockies. His strikeout rate is down 4% from last year. He's allowing more extra base hits than he did a year ago. We know Anderson will have the run support behind him, but with a 4.8 ERA and a whip of 1.4, it's been a bumpy ride for Anderson this year. Final player trending down this week, Yuli Gurriel. After hitting a career-best .319 last season, Gurriel has barely produced this season in over 200 plate appearances. His strikeout rate has risen 3% from last year, and his walk rate is down nearly 4%. His hard hit rate and exit velocity are also down from 2021. He's posted just 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. Gurriel hasn't hit the ball out of the park in almost a month, and he's produced just 2 RBIs in his last 19 battles. He's currently hitting .217 with an on-base percentage of .269, and his slugging percentage is also way down. Gurriel has been one of the weakest hitters in the Astros lineup this season, and he ranks 7th on the team in runs scored. And that is another Fantasy Baseball Stock Watch, FA Nation. Keep it locked in. We got all the content ready to help you win a season-long Fantasy Baseball championship or even a DFS one. Your family has you covered because a family that sticks together wins together. Good luck. Keep at it.